Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager Challenge Mode, a series where we deliberately make things difficult by imposing a lot of really tough regulations on ourselves. And we are coming off the back of a wonderful result at our last race. We went to Marina Bay, to Singapore, and we snagged a podium. A podium! I can't believe it. I still can't quite believe it. You know, we struggled all season. We've nabbed a few points here and there, but we managed to pull off a podium, and that gave us a huge bump of points. As you can see, we're up to 7th. We're on 30 points. We've jumped Haas and McLaren, and we are now looking pretty much comfortable to guarantee 8th place. It's still in a fight with Haas. I'm still expecting them to beat us, but I think we're now safe against McLaren. It's a bit, maybe I think they'll eke us back, but we've got a 12-point advantage now, so I think we are safe with 5 races to go, including this one. Yeah, 5 races left. So I'm pretty confident now we can achieve our objective of finishing 8th in the championship. We do need to kind of do a little bit of housekeeping at the start. Let's go through the emails. Let's see, just congratulations on the result. There is the confirmation, Felipe Drugovich sharing the podium there. We've got our upgrade for the boardroom as well. That's quite nice. Board now have high confidence in our leadership. That is awesome. That's our recent run of results. As you can see, they've been delighted with the last 2 races in particular. We got points in those. We got a lot of points in Baku. Considering where we were, we actually managed to sneak some points, I think, in Montreal as well. But yeah, what a great race Marina Bay was, and it's all going to come crashing back down to earth, because I really do not think we're going to be competitive in Suzuka. I think this is going to bring us back down to earth with a very loud, heavy hit. Evening, Mr. Water. Evening, Marcel. Okay, emails are dealt with. We do have points to allocate to our drivers, or at least to one of our drivers. Freddie has a point, so we're going to boost his braking, because he desperately needs the points in his braking. Felipe does not have a point, but he's not too far off. He will get one in the next race. And we don't really care about Nico. Let's take a quick look at our staff. Andrew Green, Alessandro, Chris, Ben. No points for any of those guys. What's our pit crew looking like? It's coming along nicely on the front jacks. We will work on wing adjustments once we get front jacks up to a decent level. In terms of facilities, I'm not even going to look at car development, because we're maxed on that for this season. Staff facilities, we are closing in on the need for a refurb on our race sim. That's going to happen towards the end of the season. Not a major concern right now. And we started a couple of upgrades. We're upgrading the hospitality because it's so close to ticking down to the next level. The weather centre, we decided to go ahead and spend some of the huge amounts of cash that we've got that we can't really do anything with right now. Helipad's going to need a refurb after this Grand Prix, and everything else is pretty much okay. So let me check. Do we need any spare parts? I don't think we do. But we're only down to just 3 front wings. We could probably do with we've got a new one coming in 18 days. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. We'll see if we can get through this weekend without having to make any new wings. If we do, we'll have to emergency manufacture them, but touch wood, we can actually get through this weekend without replacing a front wing. or if we do replace one, just replace the one, and then we'll be good to go for that new front wing coming in. And speaking of development, after the front wing, it's just some research projects. So we might, I think that front wing's probably going to be the last part that goes on the car. I think that's what I said last time. So we'll be concentrating on research for next season once that front wing is done. I can't think of anything else that there is that needs to go on the car. So yeah, let's advance some time. I must be over the moon and you're so envious. Yes, I am. I'm very, very over the moon. I have yet to use it. I got it out of the box and took it out of its case and went, ooh, and I put the rear paddles in and I charged it up, and then I put it back in the box because the guy who bought it for me is actually away still today. He gets back tomorrow and I'm going to party up with him, and he deserves to hear my unwrapping the Christmas present kind of reaction when I use it for the first time. So yeah, but yeah, over the moon. Yeah, very much so. There we go. Right, performance targets. I am not setting any targets because I don't think we're going to really achieve much this weekend. The circuit is it's a bit of a high-speed circuit, which is probably our weakest area at the moment. There's a couple of good low-speed corners that'll help us. We'll get good traction coming out of the hairpin halfway around the circuit, and we'll get good traction going through the Casio triangle and the launch onto the main straight. But apart from that, yeah, we're really going to struggle in Sector 1, and we're going to struggle in most of Sector 3 as well. So it's all high speed and high speed corners, and they are the areas of our car that are not great. I mean, they're better than they were, but yeah, we're not going to do anywhere near as well as we did at the last time out, I don't think.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. This unique track is a favourite home for motorsports, and it welcomes us back this weekend. Get ready for exhilaration and speed with the Japanese Grand Prix. Drivers will battle it out this weekend on the snaking turns of Suzuka, the only figure-of-8 track in Formula One. High-speed downforce will be the name of the game here, if teams want to secure a place on that podium. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the team. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. Let the weekend begin!
Okay, we have some wet weather on the Saturday. As always, that could be practice 3 or qualifying, or both. We won't know until we get there. But it could spice things up a little bit if it's in quali. Let's start with the car parts, as we always do. Let's put in the old knackered bits. They are the oldest and most knackered bits I've got on each car that I can get away with. We're going to go with that gearbox. I could eke an extra few laps out the other one, but it's just not worth it. Gotta be wary of Felipe's gearbox. He's probably going to need a new one before the end of the season. If he has a shunt, he's definitely going to need another one. Right, run plans. I'm not entirely sure how many laps is the optimal for my first runs. I still only have 2 setups in my book for this circuit as well. For whatever reason, I keep forgetting to write down my Suzuka setups. So I must remember, if I get 100% on one of these, to write them down. And because I'm not sure on the run plan, I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to go 17 laps on Freddy and 18 laps on Felipe, and then have a look and see which one looks more, more suited. Let's take a look at where the sliders are. Let's try and get a figure as to which one is... Okay, so this one's going to be a bit more extreme, because I've got one with a 7 and one with a 7.5. This one's going to be my 7.5. 4.6, 3.5, and 0. And the other setup I have is very similar. It's a 7, a 12.5, a 4.6, a 3.5, and a 0. So almost no difference, just a little bit of change in the front wing angle. That's it. So I'm kind of hoping that we actually come up with some new setups for this one.
Radio check. Radio check.
It's green now.
You've got the City Skylines remastered. Yeah, I downloaded it this morning, and downloaded the PS5 versions, or the PS4/PS5 versions, of the content that's now compatible with that. Slightly annoyed that the Map Pack 2 wasn't available, or at least it wasn't when I looked and downloaded everything else earlier. Hopefully that will get added. It's the only one of the ones I own that isn't available. I'm not sure if anything else is missing, but I had a quick play about with that earlier. I was also playing some Championship Manager, Football Manager, as well earlier. And apologies for not streaming last night. No issues. I just was feeling a bit tired, so I thought I'll have a quick nap before I start streaming. I'll probably put my head down somewhere around about 7 o'clock, set my alarm for 8:30. Alarm went off. I opened my eyes, looked at my phone, turned the alarm off, closed my eyes, and next thing I knew it was 11:45. I'm like, oops. So I was more tired than I thought, and I just slept straight through. Getting old. Don't have the energy levels anymore. Plus I've been getting up early for deliveries from the postie most of this week. Monday I had a re-delivery because I missed the delivery last week of some bits of my board gaming, just some supplies that I'd ordered from Felder, so they were coming from Holland, from the Netherlands. And then today, which I wasn't expecting today, was the pad, and then about an hour and a half later, my copy of Outer Rim and the Unfinished Business expansion for it as well. And I'm going to have another delivery in a few days as well, so yeah, I have to keep getting up early. Make sure I don't miss the postie. I'm slowly getting to grips with it. The control system is a bit weird, but I did discover that if you click L3 you can actually basically turn a really clunky tab movement system into like a mouse cursor, which is much easier to use most of the time, but then you can't use the direction button, so I tend to alternate between the two. I'll click the button to go, just use the direction buttons to tab through emails and stuff, but I tend to use the mouse option with everything else. Okay, 18 laps looks like it's going to cut it a little bit too close to the half-hour mark, so I'm going to mark down 17 laps as the ideal amount of fuel. Just wonder if I can get my pen to work. There we go. Just because it gives me time to get the car in, start work on it, and then get it back out again for enough time to complete the same Same length run in the second half of the session. 94%, that's pretty good. Needs a little tweak. And 83, oh, here we go. We're going to have some changes on this one. Someone has crashed. Don't see any obvious signs. It might be one of the alphas, actually.
Yellow flag 15.
Yeah, it was
yellow
Bottas
15.
crashing at the hairpin.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Let's call in Felipe as well. Let's get them both in on the same lap.
Copy that, listen. Just pit limiter, just a reminder on pit limiter.
Right, I'm wondering if I can just change the front wing and that's it. We'll try it. We'll see if that's all I needed to do. Let's confirm. Let's put some new tyres on first and then confirm that change. That should turn over pretty quickly. This one here is going to need more work. Oh, hello. We've got a 13 rear wing setup. Let's go with a 3.7. Actually, no, it's not going to be a 3.7. Let's go with a 5.5. Because I need to be able to get the braking stability about there. Let's go with an 8 front wing. That's not going to work, is it? That looks a bit too big a change on the cornering. Let's go back to a 7 on the front wing. And let's try that. Let's see how that works. Yeah, I've not played a Football Manager game since before before Football Manager existed. Back when it used to be just Championship Manager on a very, very old PC, a very, very long time ago, back in the 90s. Was the last time I played Championship Manager? I think maybe in the early 2000s. And obviously there was LMA Manager, which I adored on the PlayStation. And then, yeah, nothing in Football Management really since then. I had a quick blast as a new manager of Liverpool just because I knew the players, but I never wanted to start my career there. I just wanted to do it with players that I knew and knew how, where they could play best. And there were just so many injuries, like an entire midfield's out, he's out injured. So I had a quick playback with that, and I've started a new career proper earlier today as manager of Notts County. Just simply because I want to start in a lower division. I live in Nottingham, and Notts County are in what used to be the conference and whatever it's called now. I can never remember. The Van Rama thing, I think. They're in that, and the other option would have been Forest, who are in the Premier League, and I don't want to start in the Premier League, so. Oh, bestie. Kept it out the gravel. Very well done. Of course, I've been playing Frostpunk as well, so knocked out another few trophies on that today, and started the next trophy run on that about an hour before I started the stream. So I've made a little bit of progress on that one. So yeah, bouncing around a few different games at the moment. This,
I think that was a crash.
which I started playing in my own time again after taking a break from it for a couple of weeks. For those of you who haven't already seen it, I did post a video. I've got my own private version of this kind of career going with Aston Martin, but with Piastri and Logan Sargent as the two rookies, given that they are both going to be on the grid proper in this new season coming. I thought I'll start with them, and I got a win at Monaco, and that video is about an hour long. I just recorded the last hour of footage and with the capture button and just uploaded that. So I actually started a little bit higher, and then Charles Leclerc hit the barrier at turn 1, got a puncture, and then had to limp all the way round to get back to the pits, and I got held up really badly in the tunnel, and Sargent gained 3 places and Piastri lost like 6 places, getting stuck behind Leclerc as all the traffic was just trying to get past him in the tunnel. And then yeah, it just kind of, everything came good. We got another crash from Leclerc, and this one bringing out a safety car, and it all went right from there. So if you haven't checked that out, I do highly recommend you watch that one. And that was, again, using the exact same rules we used for this. It was Season 1, so it was only the 7th Grand Prix. There we go, we've nailed Vesti's setup.
How does it feel?
And we've nailed Felipe's setup as well. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, using exactly the same rules, so no intense developments, only restricting ourselves on what can and can't be upgraded, etc, etc, and how often it can be upgraded. Unfortunately I wasn't able to capture the whole race, but it only misses like the first 11 laps, I think. Okay, so we're in a really good shape at the moment because we've got our cars are fully understood. We've got setup knowledge up to max already on both cars, and we're a good chunk of the way through our track knowledge as well. So let's put on some hard tyres. Let's go with a 24 lap run. And before I forget, let me take a look at this new setup. So it's a 7, a 13, a 5, 5, minus 3.50, and a 0. There we go. Setup number 3 for Suzuka in the book.
Radio check.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag already. Oh, it's Felipe's spinning. That's not good. At least he did it at the start of his run and not about halfway through, which would have then flattened his track knowledge curve again.
Look Look at that!
That's
They
clumsy.
spun their car. We've just had a spin.
Ricardo pitching it round.
I think we've had a car run wide.
Alright, that's the half-hour mark. How much longer have they got left on their runs? About another 6-7 minutes.
We've just had a car run wide.
Okay, so they're in the garage with about 77% each. That's excellent. That means they've got enough to do to justify them being on the track for the half hour. They need to be on the track for to get maximum points in the next session. And we'll drop them down to about 21, maybe 22 laps of fuel. Although it could be raining, so we'll see. They might have to do a few laps on dries and then a few laps on inters. Alright, there we go. Session over. Kept it out the walls. No front wings have been pranged. We've got some penalties. Verstappen, Magnussen, Gasly, and Albon as well. Wonder if they're all penalties for engine changes or if they are for something else. Alright, we're starting the session on dry tyres, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's go 21 laps. Should be enough.
Radio check, radio check.
Okay, it's dry, so that means we're going to have wet quali. Ooh. Maybe we can get a little bit higher up the grid. Got a Mercedes coming out the back. Oh, yeah. The new Mercedes launched today. Oh, it looks beautiful. Someone asked me the other day, do I think it'll be black this year? And I said, no, I seriously doubt it. And it's black, and it looks gorgeous. It's still running the kind of zero side pod concept of last season, but a more refined, more elegant looking version. It just looks beautiful. I saw the Ferrari launch and I thought that was the best looking car of the launch window, and then Mercedes just, that thing just is a thing of beauty.
I think someone's run wide.
Right, so our run will finish just after the half hour. That's excellent stuff. Yeah, if you haven't seen the new Mercedes yet, Google it. It looks amazingly good in terms of just how stylish it looks. And the color scheme is beautiful. Ah, Felipe.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Is that going to flatten this curve? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay, we might have to stretch him by an extra lap or two.
Oh, did someone run wide there? Who's
There we go, it's ready
there?
at 100. And we'll call him in now. I could leave him out. Or I could call him in. I'm going to leave him out. We've already hit the bonus, but I'd like to get him up to 100 on everything. Evening, Farah. Have you seen the new Mercedes, Farah? Ooh. Ooh. It's beautiful. No, don't ignore. I need to call him in. Run out of fuel on track. You don't like it because Hamilton's in it. Interesting enough as well, Russell's number colour has changed from blue to green this year.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Someone spun out.
Good guess. Well, it wasn't a hard guess. It's not. I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count.
Someone's run wide.
There we go. Another drama-free session. And a little spin again for Felipe, but no damage. No one else has picked up penalties, so they must be engine change penalties. We didn't get that many in Singapore, so it makes sense that we'd have some here as well. Right, let's put some race parts in. Let's go with that engine. That's the only ERS I've got left. It should be fine for the rest of the season, but we'll have to be wary of it. Let's go with that gearbox. And that engine. We'll keep that ERS unit in, and we'll keep this gearbox in as well. I think that's what, 71, 61. Yeah, we'll keep this gearbox in. This will be fine. Right, let's go qualify.
Radio check.
Rain still coming.
Okay, go
Oh, I forgot about the rain. Okay, it's not going to hit for a little while, but it should catch out some drivers. So we've got a good chance of getting out of this session if we can get a clean lap in. Another game for Farah to get City Skyline. Yeah, you get a whole new trophy list. It's the same trophies, but you know, just now on the PS5 version. I will definitely keep you informed on the new controller. I am... oh, damn, we're getting held up. That's not good. Oh, get out of the way, Ferrari. Get out of the way. Oh. Vesti's lap is ruined. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, but as I said in you know, earlier in the stream, the guy who bought it for me is away but gets back tomorrow, so I'm going to party it with him for some Alien Fireteam Elite, and he'll be the first to hear me use the you know, the pad for the first time. He deserves that opening a Christmas/birthday present, you know, experience, or watching me open it kind of thing. I've already opened it, taken it out, gone, oh, held it in my hands, charged it up and put it back in the case. I won't use it until I play with him first. Is City Skylines any good? Yeah, no real changes compared to the base game version. And if you have the PS4 version, then it's a free upgrade on the PS5. Same for all the content. If you already bought all the content or additional content, you can get the PS5 version of that for free. Haha, take that, Ferrari. You ruin my lap, I'll ruin yours. It's 5 minutes to rain. I might have time to send Freddie back out again, actually. There's only 4/10 off Felipe as well. Maybe they both got held up. People who own the disc have to buy it again. Really? Oh, I did not know that. Are you sure you don't just have to have the disc in the drive to play? I know they do that with some games. If you want to play the PS5 upgrade, you have to have the PS4 disc in.
Grid lane.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount of difference between the two versions. I mean, there's a couple of slight changes, some new little additions to the UI. The biggest things, obviously, are you can now run 25 tiles. There's a map editor, so you can make your own maps. There's a couple of new toggle features for laying down some roads and stuff like that, but essentially it's exactly the same. Just looks a little bit nicer and should run a little bit smoother. Alright, let's see, can we get a clean run in on this lap? Oh, we've got an AlphaTauri coming through. And is that Norris on a hot lap? Not sure. No, it must not be. If it is, he's taking his sweet ass time trying to get through. No, he must be on an in lap. Ah, I've got traffic coming out the pit lane. Gonna hit Mercedes. Gets out of the way quickly. Vesti improves, Felipe doesn't. But doesn't get held up by the Mercedes there. Here comes the rain. I think it's too late to improve now. But Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Schumacher and Bottas are now all in serious trouble. Will we be seeing a new series on City Skylines? Yes, I'm not sure when. It certainly won't be straight away. I want to make sure that there's no bugs that are game breaking in the new version. Alright, Freddie, I don't think improved. No, he didn't. Felipe certainly didn't. And it's now too wet for anyone else to improve. So I think Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Schumacher and Bottas are all out. It's funny you should say that. I was actually thinking of calling the series Jimsville Remastered. Alright, we've done all we can. Track is drying up.
Rain, all clear.
What tyres is everybody on? Oh, they're all on Inter, so it doesn't matter if it's drying up, they can't
Good
improve.
session.
Oh, Sainz just sneaks out of the drop zone. Right at the death. Just squeezing through by the barest margin. Look at that. Perez just nowhere. Perez is definitely out. Lewis is out. I can hear Farah cheering from here. Norris is out, Bottas is out, and Schumacher is out. But yes, science squeezing through by what, 42 thousandths of a second. Very, very close. Right, we're going to get more rain. We are. It's not over yet.
Radio check. Radio check.
Right, let's take a look at the weather quickly. It is going to get wetter. Let's go straight out.
There is a small sprinkling of rain.
Copy.
Of course, this is, you know, assuming that our weather centre is accurate and predictable, and you know it's anything but. Oh, we're gonna get Albon in the way. Okay, Drogovic got held a little. Oh, actually got held quite a bit. But we got our time in before the really, really big rain hits. Can we get both our cars into Q3? That would be amazing, coming off the back of our best result of the season at what was probably going to be our strongest track of the season. We're in full wet territory right now. We're through. No one's going to improve. Look how wet the track is now. So Sainz, having just squeaked through, is now safe, and it's Leclerc who's going out this time. He got held on his first lap, and he's not going to improve with the weather that bad. There we go. We've got both cars through. That is incredible stuff. Albon's through as well. A Williams in the top 8. What is going on? It's just bonkers. Oh, do I waste another set of new... Wait, yeah, we've got no more rain for tomorrow, so might as well. Another set of new winters.
Radio check.
Again, it's going to get wet very quickly. The Ferrari's out straight away this time. Sainz has learnt his lesson. It says it's going to be dry in 4 minutes, but I doubt it. Still drying up. Have we gone too early? We might have gone a little too early. We have got a Red Bull that's going to be in the way at some point on the lap. Track is still drying up. Oh, yellow flag in sector 1.
I think we've had a car run wide.
No, it's Magnussen going wide on the first turn. I think that was him coming out of the pits as well. Out of the pits, straight into the gravel. Oh, get out of the way, Red Bull. Is that Max? Or is that Perez? I think that's Max. Verstappen being a bit of a dick. Who knew? Yeah, it was Max. Alright, I'm going to send them straight back out again. Don't know if I'm going to get round in time, but I'm going to try. No, don't call in. Let's get them round faster. Alright, here we go. The rain's starting to come down heavy again. I think we might have just gone too early. But hey, 8th and 9th. Can't argue with that. It's still a little bit drier than when we did our laps at the beginning of the session. Will this traffic get out of the way? The Alpha does. The Williams does. What about Vesti? Is he going to get held up? It's still slightly drier than when we set it our first time. Cars get out of the way. I think we might improve here. Well, we did. We didn't improve our position, but we improved our time. We just went a little bit too early. If we'd held off for an extra couple of minutes. Alright, that's it. Ninth and 10th. Disappointed we couldn't get ahead of Albon, but he is running a brand new engine and we didn't quite time it right in terms of going out. We'll have more pace than him in the race, I think, or at least Felipe will. Not sure about Freddie. But 9th and 10th. Starting in the middle of the pack. That's as opposed to the back of the pack. That's excellent. And Albon has a penalty, as does Magnussen and Gasly. Those guys are going to be behind us at the very least. Maybe Max as well. We could be starting in 5th and 6th there.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Aston Martin performed well during the qualifying session and they're rewarded with a good grid position for the race. AlphaTauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
But now it's time for the team's cunning to emerge and for the driver's talent to shine. Let's see what's in store for us at the Japanese Grand Prix.
Okay, so strategy. That is probably what I'm going to go with. The one stop is slightly quicker, but tyres are going to be absolutely dead. We'll be sitting ducks for anybody who comes up with fresher tyres. So we'll play the slightly safer option. And we'll go with the soft, medium, soft for Freddie. For Felipe, I'm actually going to go soft, soft, medium, I think. Try and keep him with the front runners as long as I can. So a little bit of variance. We're going to drop a lap of fuel out. How much are we taking out? 2 kilos ish. Okay, not going to go with any aggressive super starting. We're doing 5th and 6th. I will very happily take that. Let's go race.
As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. Aston Martin there. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. There's the second Aston Martin. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. The race start is mere seconds away.
I'm just so worried that we're going to get swiped or spin or something's going to happen in the early laps. I'm going to drop to the back.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, it feels surreal to see our cars so high up the grid. Joe's on pole. How did Joe put it on pole? I completely missed that. Ricardo, oh God, Ricardo's up. After all our heroics against against McLaren, for them to now potentially win the, well, they won't win the race, but for them to be, in the lead right now is a little bit sickening. And we're just flying in formation here, blocking everyone behind us. Hamilton's up to 14th already. Perez still stuck in 18th. Leclerc's in 10th. Verstappen's up to 7th. And we're trying to overtake a Ferrari. Are you feeling alright, Felipe? Jesus. But hey, we're blocking Perez. Joe's going to have more pace than Ricciardo as well, I think. Be ready to start pushing Freddie. Can't let him drop outside of DRS. Someone's gone wide.
I think someone's run wide. Let's see what happened there. Now we see Valtteri Bottas. They're forced wide, and there we can see them.
That wasn't really all that wide. Red Bull mid-table. Have you poached all their staff? And they've had to replace them with rubbish people. Is that why?
DRS is enabled.
Yeah, Ricardo is definitely holding up Russell and Sainz right now. They'll get him next lap, I think. If not, on this lap. Evening, Anthony. Congrats on your first one too. Right, Vesti is starting to flag. Let's give him a boost. And let's get Felipe boosted as well.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, it's a spin for Ferrari. Sainz just bins it, drops it on the corner.
Oh, there's a spin! Let's take a look at the replay. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. And yes, that's where they spin out.
That's going to drop him to the back of the grid nearly, I think. Oh, he's got going again in 12th. That could have been worse. But he's created a big hole behind Latifi, who's in 11th. Man, that qualifying has really been shaken up with the rain. Another yellow flag. It's another Ferrari. It's Sainz. It's Sainz again.
Single yellow.
We can take a look now. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
2 spins in less than half a lap.
What a disaster.
And he hit the wall as well. He's going to break his front wing with that.
That's going to be a big blow to the team.
Has he got wing damage? We just set the fastest lap. No, he hasn't got wing damage. And somehow Ricciardo is holding off Russell here. Russell going for the inside move. Can't make it stick. And now we're tucked up behind Russell. We're having a look at Russell up the inside into Spoon. That Mercedes is just going to disappear once it gets past Ricciardo. That much I do know. It's just a question of how long it's going to take him. And can we jump him in the process? Ricciardo goes defensive, but Russell goes even wider. He's through. And now we have to make a move on the McLaren. Russell is about to disappear off after Zhou. Someone locked up. Oh, it's Russell. Everyone's just throwing themselves out the way. We're in third and fourth now. My God, what is going on in this race?
Seems to have been a lockup. Here's the replay. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell. And there's the lockup.
Oh, it's a big lockup. And he's broken his front wing, surely. Surely that's a broken front wing.
The team are really...
Even if it's just the end plate.
Yellow exit of 6. Yellow exit of 6.
Yeah, copy.
He's only just getting going now. He's in last place. No. End plate looks okay. Right, Vesti is definitely slower than Felipe. Let's see if we can get Felipe through.
Yep.
Without forcing Vesti to pull over and losing a ton of time. That should do it. Someone else has gone wide as well.
We've just had a car
Albon.
wide.
Can I stay close enough with very limited battery left? Might drop out of range. That side by side slowed us down a bit. Managed to sneak back in. Someone else has spun. What is going on? Russell has spun again.
Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a closer look. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell. And there it is. That's where they spin out.
This is just insane. Sainz and Russell both spinning twice. Well, Felipe is just about hanging on to the back of Ricardo. He's got very little battery left at all. Well, he's got no battery left, really. Vesti's doing a great job of holding up Verstappen. But he's struggling to keep pace with Felipe, which means he'll be vulnerable as soon as he drops out of DRS. Let's give him a little nudge.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
There we go, that's it. That's the last battery I can use to boost Freddy. I've got just enough to have full deployment on a lap now on standard. I'm amazed we've been able to hold our positions this long. We haven't been overtaken yet. Everyone's just been throwing themselves off the track in front of us, and we've been gobbling up the tarmac, and, you know, gladly to make up those positions, but we haven't been overtaken yet. Of course, we haven't actually physically overtaken anybody either, but we're holding our own. God, can you imagine if Joe just scampers off and wins this race? That would be absolutely bonkers. I think Freddie's going to get dropped. Unless he can close up on the braking. Or get a good launch out of the Casio triangle. Just touch and go for both. Both just keep DRS. We just don't have the dirty air performance we need. Let's have a look at the gap. Back to Latifi. 15 seconds. That's not enough yet for a pit stop. When are we due to stop? Lap 17. Yeah, we need that gap to increase a bit more. What's Latifi doing lap-wise? He's doing 1:36.5s. So we are lapping about half a second plus faster. Yeah, Vesti's going to get dropped this lap. I can't do anything to keep him close. Just got to hope he can defend. Drogovic is just hanging on to Ricciardo. But Vesti is going to be vulnerable. He's not going to have DRS off the back of Felipe this lap. Yes, I don't think he is. No, he's not. Goes defensive. Verstappen's going to get him. There we go. I mean, it was inevitable it was going to happen, but it took 10 laps for us to lose a position to one of the faster cars chasing us. Which is most of them. Most of the cars behind us are faster than us. Russell must have some damage. He still hasn't caught up to the back of Schumacher yet. Maybe Sainz has some damage as well, because he's only up to 17th. He's struggling to make progress. And Vesti's just dropped away like crazy, look. Let's focus on Felipe. I'm hopeful that we can stay with Ricciardo here. Protect us. We lose a lot of time coming out, going through Spoon, but we close it back down again, going down this straight and into 130R. Everyone's on softs. And everyone's on brand new softs because of the rain. So normally you would have the top 10 on used softs, and we could make up a bit of tyre wear in that regard. Not this time. Because of the wet weather and the 2 sessions on Inters, everybody has spare soft tyres. Verstappen having a look, we go defensive and block him off. My main worry is now that Verstappen's going to go in too hot into a corner, lock up and take us out. Specifically at turn 11, the hairpin. That's my big worry. That's where almost all of the mistakes tend to happen. And because of the pressure, we've actually lost ground to Ricciardo. We are now vulnerable. And that's a clean move. Nothing we could do about that. And maybe, if I can judge it right, I might be able to get a bit of battery out of it.
Red Bull moved up.
Look how quickly he's pulling away from us. Where's all that pace gone? Right, we can't keep up with Verstappen, so I'm going to put Felipe into harvest, which will back him up into Vesti a bit, and it will give Freddie DRS, help protect him from Ocon. Ricciardo's just going to swoop past, or get swept by by Verstappen here. And then Verstappen's going to go hunting after Zhou, unless he does a Russell and a Sainz and throws himself off the track. Right, pitting in 4 laps. Verstappen's a second clear of Ricciardo already. I expect us to keep falling down the order, but if we can finish in the top 10 with one of our drivers, not even necessarily with both, if we can get one of our cars in the top 10, I will be more than happy with that.
Just need to charge up.
Okay, copy. A really nice launch out of the hairpin there.
Alright, let's see. Russell has passed Albon. He's now stuck behind Schumacher. Sainz still in 17th, still stuck behind Magnussen as Russell gets past Schumacher. Perez still down in 14th. Hamilton's up to 10th. Leclerc in 8th behind the two Alpines. Verstappen now just slightly over a second behind Zhou. Again, just making sure that we don't drop Freddie. Getting a nice little slipstream down the straight there. Oh, and there we go. We've got the first guys pitting. Hamilton and Ocon both into the pits. And Gasly as well. Hamilton's going soft, medium. So is Ocon. And Gasly. Norris. Everyone's going soft, medium by the look of it. Wow, so many guys coming in. I think I might have to switch Freddie onto the soft, medium. See if I can break away from Alonso.
Okay, energy's good.
Okay.
Use energy if you need it, use energy.
Copy.
Verstappen pits from the lead. Didn't even see him get through, but yeah, he's pitted. So's Ricciardo. Okay, so they're going for a very short first stint. I'm going to try and... Well, I'm not going to be able to do the overcut, but I'm going to try and... Actually, maybe I can. Let's go soft. Freddie's got to stay out another lap.
Box.
Yeah, copy box.
Let's push on a really hard in lap.
Use energy.
Yeah, copy.
This is going to leave Freddie vulnerable to Leclerc, but I'm expecting Leclerc to pit. So if I can slow him down a bit, I can then push for a lap with Freddie for his in lap. He's going to lose ground. I get a feeling that Felipe is going to lose some ground as well, but if we can at least maybe get an undercut on Zhou, that would be good. Sainz just going around the... Sorry, Leclerc just goes around the outside of us through Spoon. No answer to that. This actually works out for us, potentially. This could give us DRS on the back straight. On the start-finish straight. Leclerc's going to get us into the triangle. Someone's gone wide.
Pit lane.
Okay, Leclerc stays out.
Yeah, copy that.
Alonso pits. Sonoda pits. We maintain track position over them. I think. Can we jump Ricardo? It's going to be close. Not quite. But we did maintain position over Ocon and Hamilton and all those guys who pitted earlier than we did. That is good.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, copy.
Stocks.
Copy, box.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy.
See if I can close that gap to Ricardo without really pushing the tyres too hard. Saved quite a bit of fuel already. We've already saved over 1 kilo of fuel, although I get the feeling that might be because we've been getting a tow. There's Joe pitting. We're not going to jump him, but we can hopefully close the gap a little.
Pit lane.
Leclerc stays out again.
Just pit limiter, just a reminder.
Okay, maybe we've got a chance to undercut Leclerc here. There goes Joe. He's out the pits before we even get in. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, a bit of lawnmower in there, but Hamilton's jumped us.
So back off.
Copy.
Drop back a bit.
Yeah, copy.
We stayed ahead of the Alpines. That was important. Vesti's already been dropped.
You can use energy.
Copy.
Alright, can I
Stop
break
lifting
away
coast.
and get back onto
Yeah,
Hamilton?
copy.
Oh, look at that exit because of the battery deployment and the fuel push. What an exit! Our car's really good coming out the hairpin, but really slow going through 130 through Spoon.
Okay, so just lift and coast.
Copy.
Alright, even if we can't stay with Hamilton, at least get DRS for a lap. And I think we've just lost it. No, we just got it. We kept it. That's good. We can stay away from the Alpines just for a couple of laps. Someone's spun. Who is it this time?
Single yellow.
Norris.
Let's have a look. Now just take a look at the McLaren. And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
Oh, that's parked on the curbs. That might damage the underfloor.
And the team had such high hopes.
Yeah, if we can at least stay with Hamilton, just even if it's just for a lap or two, it pulls us away from
So use energy.
the Alpines and keeps them out of our DRS. Let them fight amongst each other and slow each other down. Gives us a bit of a breather. See if we can get that really good exit out of this hairpin again. Yeah, look at that, we gained half a second almost Yeah, half a second on Hamilton through coming out of that hairpin into spoon. And that's it, no more battery to spend. Don't think we're going to get the DRS this turn. But we have gapped Ocon. And Felipe is just eking up on the back of Ricciardo. We've got fresher tyres as well. Not by much, but a little bit.
Some lift and coast will help that.
Okay, I can't do anything else for Freddie. Yeah, so he's just going to have to sit where he is. I expect Ocon will start reeling us back in again. Gasly is through against Alonso. Got to watch out for Gasly. He has got a new engine, don't forget. Let's skip back to Felipe. What times has he been doing against Hamilton? He's actually been lapping slightly faster than... No, hang on, he's been lapping a second slow. 134 against the 136. How did we only do... Well, Vesti was pushing, which is why he was doing Hamilton's time, but yeah, we're a second slower than Hamilton. He's going to be on us very soon. I'd like to try and get onto the back of Ricciardo before that happens. Oh, Vesti! Ah, damn it.
Let's take a look at the replay. So this was the Aston Martin.
That's a popular corner to spin. Where is he? 13th.
Yellow flag.
Still ahead of Russell. But not for long. Behind Perez and Sainz now. Yeah, we're not getting those places back. Alright, so our chances of our points finish now rest with Felipe. Best has spun himself out of the equation. Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
Is Leclerc one stopping?
Did someone run wide there? We can take a look now. Now let's look at this. The focus on Tsunoda.
Oh, very wide for Tsunoda there, just kicking the gravel up.
Racing line.
I think Leclerc's one stopping. He must be. Yeah, he's one stopping. Brave. Mind you, he's got the pace in his car to be able to do that. We don't. I wonder if that means... No, Sainz has already pitted. He's the only driver going for the one stop. I think. I would expect everyone who's on mediums right now to pit again. Yeah, I think Leclerc is the only driver who's going for that one-stop strategy. That'll be interesting, see if he can pull it off. Little by little we are closing the gap to Ricciardo. It's only a 10th here and a 10th there, but we're getting closer. Hamilton's getting closer to us though. And he's going to pass us.
Energy if you need it.
Copy.
No saving required.
Yep, copy.
See if we can delay the inevitable and actually get onto Ricciardo. There's Leclerc finally pitting. He's got to be going mediums. He's done nearly half the race on those tyres. Okay, he's going to save himself 20 seconds plus by not pitting a second time, but his tyres are going to be rubbish at the end. Oh, and crucially, look at that. He gets out ahead of Gasly and ahead of Ocon. We are so close to getting into the DRS, but we're going to be vulnerable to Hamilton. We need to finish ahead of Ricciardo. Oh, Vesti's run wide. Where is that? That spoon again.
They've gone wide!
But at least he didn't spin it this time. Hamilton's got us.
Let's focus.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Can we stay with him?
Save fuel.
Copy.
Use energy.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a crucial corner. We need a really good exit here. I don't think that was good enough. No, it wasn't. Hamilton's going to try and sweep around the outside of Ricciardo here. Hopefully they'll slow each other down. I've just got no battery to try and interject myself into that fight. I really don't want to have to burn my tyres out trying to close them up. We're now 7 seconds off Russell. Yeah, Vesti's going backwards. He's holding position for now, but his race is ruined. Someone's locked up in sector 2. Is that in front of us? Is that Joe?
Oh, big lock up there.
It
Let's
is.
see what happened there. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And yes, that's the lock up.
Oh. Nobody wants to win this race.
For the team, and it may have really hurt their overall chances.
I do. I want to win it. Ricciardo's going to stay close enough to Hamilton to get DRS. He's going to get a nice little tow. I'm too far away to respond. I've got no choice. I've got to really go for it with everything I've got, which is not much. Yeah, he's got DRS, we don't. You have to burn for a whole lap like this just to hope I can close the gap. Hamilton will probably drop Ricciardo on this lap, so I shouldn't have to worry about him getting DRS next time round. But I need to get it from him. Verstappen's got this race in the bag. He's comfortably got a pit stop ahead over Leclerc right now. And he's going to have soft tyres, so even if Leclerc pulls him back a little bit, he'll be a sitting duck.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
Alright, there we go. We caught him. Now we've got to stay with him.
Yeah, copy.
Which, with no battery, easier said than done. Just haven't got enough in reserve. I can't charge. I don't have anything. Pit stops are coming up. Vesti's starting to pull away from Magnussen and Bottas. That is good. Let's give him a little bit of a push.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
I think, if I'm right, someone's gone off in sector 2.
Someone's run wide.
Schumacher running wide, that doesn't help us. I think, yeah, we still have an extra set of brand new softs for both drivers. So if we get a late safety car, I can bring my guys in, put them on some brand new softs, and really, really attack. Freddie's got nothing left. Sorry, Felipe's got nothing left to fight with. Just don't quite have the pace of Ricardo. We're losing too much in the corners that are hurting us. Spoon hurts us every time we get into that corner. We lose all the time that we gain coming out of turn 11 hairpin. And the McLaren seems to be pretty strong in the slow stuff as well. Alright, let's try and get some battery in. See if we can encourage Leclerc to get past us before the DRS, so that we can then stay with him. On the main straight. There we go, around the outside of 130R. It's a brave move. He's not going to do it. He's going to tuck in. Is he going to have a lunge under braking? No.
We just need to charge up.
And we're holding him back. Our tyres are just falling away a little bit too quickly. I mean, it's not helping that we're using fuel burn to try and push them a little bit more.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
Oh no, we've locked up.
Yeah, copy.
Ah, he's hit the barrier as well. Damn it. Minor front wing damage, and he's going to drop right down the order.
Here's the replay.
He's going to be in
So this was the
13th ahead of
Aston
Freddie.
Martin.
Just. Ah, what a disaster.
Box, box.
Well, that's my one spare front wing. So if Freddie has an incident and breaks his front wing, he's screwed. Maybe we can make up the time we're going to lose, or the additional time we're going to lose on the stop with a front wing change by undercutting. But we're still going to lose a chunk of positions unless we get really lucky.
Pit lane.
Copy.
Ah, this race had so much promise earlier on, and it's just all turning to shit. Ah, 7.5 seconds. That's a long stop. Ah, we're going to be behind the Williams. Ah, that's even worse. Oh, he's gone wide as well. Well, luckily we got away with that, I think.
Look at that! They've run wide! Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston
Oh
Martin.
yeah, that's not too bad.
They're way
Just a little bit of dust kicked up. Felipe's been so good this season. And then, yeah, just a horrible little error. Not worried about Vesti getting past. That actually helps us
pass with an overtake
with our
there.
recharging. And all the cars that we were chasing are pitting the next lap. Okay, that's not good.
Box, box.
Copy, box.
We're going to get ahead of Schumacher and Bottas, I think. Latifi's jumped out of the way. But everyone else is still way ahead of us. Another yellow flag in sector 2. Is that Ferrari spinning again? Is that Sainz spinning
Just
again?
had a spin.
It
Let's
is.
take a look at the replay. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
Sainz's third spin and his
What a
second spin on
spin
that corner. You blame Farrow? Yeah, I blame Farrow too.
So I'm entering the pit now.
Copy. So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Alright, at least we get Vesti out in front of Bottas, so he didn't lose any track position. That is good. Has anyone seen or heard from Trucker recently? Oh God, Felipe running wide again.
Oh, they've run wide. Let's take a closer look. So this was the Aston Martin.
Same again, look, just that little
They're
kick up
forced
of
wide.
dust. As long as that's all he's doing, I can live with that. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. That solves the Albon problem.
That's a spin.
Use energy if you need.
Okay, copy.
We're not okay on fuel.
Copy.
Alright, let's see if we can drop Bottas. '14th and 15th. It's not great considering where we were earlier. Both our drivers taking themselves way out of contention with careless spins. It's been a while since we've had both our drivers make an error. In fact, is that the first time this season both our drivers have made an error in the same race? It's usually only one of them, and it's not been that frequent. They've been pretty well behaved. Alright, we have managed to drop Bottas just. We're a long way off Sainz, and we're not going to be catching him. That's Sector 2, that's Ricciardo! Oh, that is fantastic! And he's broken his front wing. That's taken Ricciardo out of the points. Oh, thank God for that.
Like there's been a crash.
All the hard work that we had, lost has now just been rescued by Ricciardo sticking it in the wall and taking half his front wing with him. It does mean he's going to be on soft tyres. So he still might get ahead of us, but, he's not going to get points now, which is the important thing. So all those points that McLaren were going to claw back against us have just gone poof in a big puff of smoke. He's going to be behind both of us, and he's going to be behind Bottas as well. There's Verstappen pitting from the lead. He's got a 33.5 second lead over Leclerc. Leclerc's one-stop strategy just hasn't worked for him. It's going to be a comfortable win for Verstappen, but Leclerc will finish in second. I don't think Zhou's going to be able to hunt him down. Yeah, Zhou still needs to pit again. Actually, does anyone else need to pit again? Tsunoda, Magnussen, Alonso, maybe Russell. We might yet claw back another position or two. There we go. They're all pitting in. We mentioned their names and they pit. Let's see. Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Magnussen, Gasly, Ocon, Sainz. Please all pit right now. Oh, Magnussen's pitted. It worked for him. Okay, can we gain a position on Magnussen? It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Yes, we can with one of our cars. What about Vesti? Oh, so close. But he's going to be on softs, so he's going to be hard to push. We're up to 12th again. If we have a wreck somewhere, 2 cars drop out, we're in the top 10. And we're getting a point. And I will settle for that all day long. But Magnussen's just going to fly past us. He's already just stormed away from Vesti.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
I think we might just about be able to hang on to the DRS. It's all got to come down to our exit from the triangle. Yes, we did. Can't do that trick again though.
Lift and coast will help.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, right now we need a safety car. So we can throw on those brand new softs that we've been sitting on. And Magnussen's dropped Vesti. Yeah, there's nothing I can do against those soft tyres. I'm barely able to stay ahead of Bottas at the moment. 14 laps, including this one. Sainz now sitting on the back of Ocon. He is slowly creeping his way back up the field. He could actually finish quite strongly. You know, he's got a chance if he gets past Ocon. He's only a couple of seconds off Russell. Then he's only a couple of seconds off Zhou. And he's going to have the pace to catch Zhou if he can get past Russell. And then that's him back up to 6th. You know, considering he dropped himself off twice in one lap, that's a pretty good recovery. Cutting to him now because I get this wonder. I just wanted to see if he's going to throw himself off again. Oh, he's got his spun off 3 times as well. Don't forget, because he spun at Spoon the second time. So yeah, 3 spins and he's still in the points. Yeah, he's just going to sweep past Alonso here. No, Ocon, sorry. Look at that, just effortless. Ah, I dream of the day that we can have that kind of power in our car. Are we lapping faster than Tsunoda? No, we are not. That's because he's on brand new softs. No wonder. We might start eking him back again towards the end of the stint, but I don't think we'll have enough time left in the race to actually do anything with that. I think this is as good as we're going to get. Like I said, I mean, the important thing was that we didn't lose points to McLaren. And Haas aren't actually going to score any points as things stand at the moment as well. So, nope. Speaking, is that a safety? That's a safety car. That is perfect. Bottas just goes into the wall at speed.
No DRS.
Alright, we can bank a little bit of fuel so we can push the fuel as well. We can get our batteries recharged and we'll have
There's been a crash.
9 laps, maybe 8 laps to really push those tyres. We're probably going to drop a couple of positions, but we've got a chance of maybe fighting our way through. I don't think we have a chance as things currently stand to really gain any positions. We just don't have the pace on mediums against chasing down soft runners, but soft, brand new softs against worn softs.
Yeah, copy.
And warm mediums, yes, we have a chance of moving back up again.
Yeah, I'm entering the pit.
Copy, copy. So use pit limiter, pit limiter.
Okay, it's a good stop. Can we stay ahead of Schumacher? I think Drogovic can. Yeah, Drogovic can. Vesti can't, but he can stay ahead of the Williams, which is important. Safety car's getting in the way of everybody. Thought Verstappen was going to rear end us for a second then. And we are going to have a lapped cars overtake as well, so that's going to be another lap added on, at least maybe 2 laps added on. There we go, we're through, and Verstappen has now been picked up. Crucially, we actually managed to get both our cars out before the safety car. Before Verstappen was picked up by the safety car. We would have been let through. Probably. It's not always a guarantee this late in the race, but we probably would have been let through, but we would not have had time to catch the back of the pack before the safety car came in. So, the fact that we can now form up in the queue before the restart, that's crucial. That's the tyre situation, so we are going to have definite tyre advantage over everybody else on the field. I wonder if Leclerc is going to tough it out. Are we going to see Leclerc dive in for a new set of tyres, or is he going to do it with like a couple of laps to go? Is he going to stick to his one stop? He can make those tyres last, but he's now going to be very, very vulnerable to Hamilton and Gasly, and even Perez.
Sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Oh, okay, that's coming earlier than I expected. We should still just about have time to make up the queue, but the Williams won't. And they are the only ones that are lapped. Alright, there we
Loads
go.
of energy.
Yeah,
Got
copy.
the battery fully charged for Freddy. We've got more than enough extra fuel now, so let's stop conserving. We're still going to end up saving some fuel running at this slower pace, but we don't want to save too much. You'd be scared to use. I will only be using it in moderation. I won't be using it for every game. I'll use it for Fireteam Elite. I'll use it probably for F122 when I get back onto that at some point. But yeah, I'll use it sparingly. I won't thrash it. Looks like we've got one more lap of the safety car. So we are really going to have to sprint. And he didn't send me the full amount. You know, he's stateside. He sent me $200, which is how much it costs in the States. So he thinks he's paid for the full pad. It came out to 158 with currency exchange, and then eBay took about £8 off that. So I had to chip in 60 quid, but I'm not going to tell him that. You know, I'm more than happy to pay £60 for a DualSense Edge. You know, he thinks he's paid for the whole thing, and I'm not going to correct him because I don't want him to feel obligated to send me the rest of the money. It's already an incredible gesture. And I've worn out one of my pads to the point where it's starting to become an issue. So I was looking at having to replace it at some point anyway. So, like, it's £60 for a new DualSense or £60 for an Edge. You know, definitely more than happy to you know, to pay that money myself. Well, like I said, it was an incredible gesture, and I'm not going to tell him that, you know, he didn't actually end up covering the full amount. He thinks he did, and I'm more than happy for him to think that.
Safety car will be in this lap.
Yeah.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy.
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
Energy if you need it.
Copy.
And when we restart, overtaking will be from the control line.
Copy.
Alright, come on. Let's see, can we make a move? I've got to act quickly. We've got this tyre grip advantage and battery to burn. There we go, that's one. Can we get Norris up the inside? Oh, so close.
That's it.
Doing a good job, keep pushing.
can see we're limited a little bit in top speed there.
This is good, come on.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Look at the tyre temperatures. We're absolutely shredding these tyres.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yep.
Drop back a bit.
Copy.
Oh, there we go. So lunge up the inside. Make it stick, make it stick. There we go.
This is good.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Beautiful. We're through again. I thought I could get him under braking.
DRS enabled.
And we're at battery. Well, okay, we made up a couple of positions there before we ran out of battery.
Yep, low battery.
Yeah, copy.
Six to go.
Now our tyre advantage is starting to disappear. Hopefully we can still get some good launching out of the corners though. Points are not off the table just yet.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
Five to go.
Yeah, copy.
Taking a gamble on season 5. No research, just constant design on underfloor plus 2 other parts. Let me guess, front wing and rear wing. Unless you get hit with regulation changes, they're going to really hit the underfloor and the front and rear wings. You're going to walk season 5, and you'll end up walking season 6 as well. Research only really helps on parts that are going to be hit with regulation changes. Yeah, beyond that, if you just keep developing and developing and developing a car part that's not going to be affected by reg changes, then that part will just be mighty at the end of the season and will carry across in mighty condition to the start of the next season.
Four laps to go.
City Skyline is a modern day SimCity. Yeah, pretty much. Same ilk. A lot of expansions, but you know they all add something different, and of the ones I've got, I haven't really regretted any of them. Well, maybe the natural disasters, but I didn't pay for that one. I was given that one for free, so by Paradox. So that's the one I use the least. You know, it has its novelty, but you know, I very rarely ever actually enact disasters. Oh, damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Let's see what happened there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
It's Freddie's second. Sorry,
That looked
Felipe's
like a
second
very
spin
nasty
at that
spin.
corner, but I kept it out the barrier though.
The team are devastated.
Yeah, a lot of the
They'll be
DLCs
questioning just
are
what happened out there.
either official content, you know, expansions. There's some content creator packs, which is basically licensed mods, and then you've got some radio stations, which I just don't bother with.
Copy.
I don't listen to the in-game radio.
3 more laps, 3 more laps.
Alright, points are gone. We just don't have enough tyres left. We pushed them so hard at the start of the stint that we made up a couple of positions, but we destroyed our battery, and we ate all the best life of the tyres. And now we're in the same boat as everyone else, if not slightly worse. Yeah, slightly worse. But the mass transit DLC, the industries DLC, they are essential purchases in my opinion. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything that's essential, but there are some things that certainly add a bit. Snowfall I don't really tend to use too much, but it does add trams, which I do like to use, which is kind of good. We can cherry pick certain things from DLCs that you go, oh, that's a nice part of that DLC, that's a nice part of that DLC, but the industries and mass transit DLCs, you know, as a complete package, more than worth their money, I think.
Two more laps, 2 more laps.
Yeah, copy.
I haven't got the airports, I haven't got the university campus, I haven't got the parks and plazas. Parks and plazas is on my list of things to pick up, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I don't think I've got the harbour DLC either, I'm not sure. Alright, come on Freddie, give me everything you've got without throwing it in the wall. Alright, there we go. That's a move on Magnussen. So at the very least we can stop him from moving up and getting points.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
So this is last lap, this is last lap.
If we can get Sonoda here, we might actually have a chance of points. we might be able to get a point with Freddie.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Stay away from me, Yuki. No! God damn it. God damn it.
Here's the replay. So this was the Aston Martin.
I knew I was pushing him too hard.
That's the contact there. Oh, there's chaos on the track.
That might be a retirement.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover?
I'm going to retire
We'll
the car even if it's still going. Yeah, it's still going. I'm just going to retire the car.
There's contact. It's chaos on the track.
Car in the wall.
Copy.
Oh, I can't. It's the final lap. I can't pit him either. I was going to... So he's going to have a penalty. It's a time penalty, so that's okay. Won't get carried over. Can I at least get past the Williams?
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Come on.
Copy.
No, I'm the last car running. Oh. It was a race that showed so much promise at the start. Everyone just kept throwing themselves off. We were running third and fourth.
What an incredible outcome for Aston Martin's
Having
driver.
qualified fifth and sixth because of the rain and penalties for other cars. It was just... Oh, it just all went wrong. Both our drivers spun themselves out of contention. Then Freddie spun again and broke his front wing. And then he slammed into the into the back of.
After the race, they sit in 7th place in the constructor stand.
Freddie slammed into the back of Ocon. Took Ocon out of the race. Or was it Alonso? It was Ocon. We took Ocon out completely. But Magnussen still could not get a point, which is good. McLaren did not get any points, which is good. So a disaster for us, but no damage to us in terms of the constructors, which is kind of amazing, really. With everybody throwing themselves out of contention at various different points. Let's think, where did everyone finish in there? Sainz got back up to 8th in the end with 3 spins, dropping himself to last at one point right early on in the race. Russell ended up recovering to 6th after he threw away the chance to go hunting after the lead. He spun himself out in 2nd place. Leclerc's one-stop strategy did not work for him in the end. He gained a lot of places from where he started, but just did not have the pace to hold back Hamilton and Perez because of that safety car. And Verstappen just walked it. He was 13 seconds ahead, but he would have been a mile ahead. He would have been 45 seconds ahead, I think, had there not been a safety car. Well, at least Felipe gets a new development point out of the Grand Prix. Just a good race for Freddie, an impressive race for Felipe, despite their excursions off track. A difficult race, yes, it was a difficult race to watch, that one. Right, we have a lack of front wings, but the new front wing will be ready on the day of practice at COTA. So we're not going to craft any replacement front wings because we've got new ones coming. What else do we need? Probably a spare chassis. Again, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what we do. COTA, I don't know how well we're going to do at COTA. COTA's a circuit that has got a mix of everything. It's got some high-speed stuff. It's got a medium-speed corner, which is a bit all over the place. It's got a lot of slow-speed corners, but we don't seem to have that same advantage that we did at Singapore. I think some teams brought updates to Suzuka. We'll have to see what the front wing does to our car and see how that improves our performance in cornering, both in clean and dirty air. It needs to improve. That's one thing for certain, especially our dirty air performance. It's just not where it needs to be right now to really take advantage of some of the positions we're finding ourselves in. We're just falling backwards because we can't stay with the cars that we're stuck in behind. Let's spend some points. Let's see. Underfloor. Let's put a point on underfloor because it's rubbish at the moment, and we need to make sure that we develop that again next season. No other points there. Let's give Felipe his points. We'll put that into his braking. Freddie is going to get a point possibly before COTA, which would be nice. Possibly. And that is it for tonight. So thank you very much for watching. We will be back, touch wood, as long as things don't go a bit bonkers again. We'll be back tomorrow night with COTA and the next race of our Aston Martin challenge mode, and then Friday we'll be back with Williams, where we go to, is it Baku? I think we go to Baku. Off the top of my head, I think it's Baku. Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're headed for the next two nights. I look forward to seeing you both on both of those sessions. So until then, thanks for watching. I'm Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.